Today we've got my review of the Fit Pack for Quest 2, including how it affects field of view and lots of broken Elite straps. Hello and welcome back to the VR Cauldron. If you're new to the channel and you can't get enough Quest and VR content, then subscribe to join an amazing community. You're always free to walk away at any time. Today you'll be getting my thoughts on that Fit Pack, but ahead of Halloween week, watch out for this Sunday's video where I'll be scaring a bunch of teachers to death in my second challenge video.
Someone's fallen over.
Also, no one was able to correctly identify all the clips from the last video, so good luck with this one. So first, those broken straps. So I happened to be passing by the Oculus Quest Reddit and I noticed someone had broken their Elite strap, but then I noticed another, then another, then another. According to the posters, they haven't been going particularly mad with these. One Beat Saber player does like to make sure it's tight. So if you were thinking about getting one, I know I was planning on getting the battery version, be careful and keep an eye on it. Maybe try to get it from Amazon, so if you don't like it, it's very easy to return. Also, there is a Halo strap meant to be coming out soon, so look out for that as well. In the meantime, if you are struggling with your stock strap, check out the video where I give you tips on how to wear it properly. So now the Fit Pack. After being sold out on the Oculus website and Amazon whenever I checked, I decided I'd check Argos and was amazed when I found out that it was in stock local to me. So I rushed over after work and I picked it up. In the box comes a wider fit facial interface, a narrower fit facial interface, as well as light blockers which clip over the lens cups using those grooves that can hold lens protectors that I showed you in the previous video. So the main reason for me wanting this pack was for the wider interface, as I could never get my glasses into the stock one too well. My glasses don't fit in there. That's not good. Well, I'm happy to report that the wide fit interface has made that considerably easier and it's a lot more comfortable for me. I'm not sure why they didn't just go with the wider one anyway, as to me it makes a lot of other things better too. More on that in a moment. The material is exactly the same as with the stock interface in that it is a simple, uncovered sponge that generally feels pretty nice but still won't be great for exercise. As you can see here, the wider fit interface is a lot thinner than the narrow fit and the stock interfaces. Those two seem about the same. Another reason I wanted the Fit Pack is that since my face couldn't push comfortably into the stock interface, I was convinced it was reducing my field of view. From my field of view test video, the results for the Oculus Quest 2 compared to the Quest 1 were not very encouraging. So with this new interface, I entered the Realo virtual program once more to see if I could get different results. But once again, I was left a little disappointed. At setting 1, it seemed to increase from 84 to about 88, still lower than the Quest 1's 92 degrees at the equivalent IPD. At setting 2, it increased from 92 to 94, Quest 1 was 102, and finally setting 3 stayed the same at 86 degrees compared to the Quest 1's 104. This was expected though, due to the image reaching the edge of the LCD panel. Now, despite these small increases, they're not really large enough to say that there's any real increase due to the margin of error the program has, but I was sure that the new wide interface was increasing the field of view by much more than that, so I did my own, much simpler test. I looked at the Quest 2 menu screen so that the left edge was at the far left of my vision. I then took note of how much of the menu I could see going to the right. One of my Oculus friends was playing Population 1. I noticed that with the stock interface I could only read up to the P in Population 1. However, with the wider interface I could read the entire word of Population 1. I repeated this test many times and every single time it increased from only being able to see a P to being able to see the whole word of Population 1. I also recentered the menu and repeated again with the same results. Conclusion? I could see a lot more with the wider interface and this made me happy. I also repeated this test at the different IPD settings, and as I increased the IPD, so did the field of view according to my menu test, including on setting 3 when the edge of the screen can be seen. However, it is worth noting that FOV is different for everyone, meaning that someone who actually has eyes further apart than me should really be getting the same FOV on setting 3 as I do on setting 2. But the good news is, according to my test, a person with a wider IPD certainly won't be getting any less than me. So I'll finish this review by talking about the light blockers. I won't be using them, they're fine and they do block out some light, though not all of it. However, since I can get the Quest 2 much further onto my face with the wider face foam, the light was reduced anyway, so with that I didn't really notice any difference at all. They do also perform a good second function in that they stick out enough to work as lens protectors for glasses. I'm not sure if I'd trust them any more than the AMVR ones I bought, but they do seem to work. So if you were planning on getting lens protectors, but also the Fit Pack, I'd recommend that you get the Fit Pack first and test them out, because maybe you don't need the protectors as well. If I had one issue with the Fit Pack, it's that it costs £40 for 3 items, and generally people will only need 1 or 2 of the items. I wish they'd just sell them separately. They've gone and done the same trick with the Elite battery strap, which weirdly has to come with a £50 case. Is this really one of the ways Facebook are going to recoup the cost of selling the Quest 2 at a loss? Because if it is, then that ain't right. Also, what I'd like to know is who the narrow interface is actually aimed at. The wider one seems as wide as the Quest 1, the stock one is narrow already, so the narrow interface just seems like a complete waste of time. Maybe it's for someone who's too young for a Facebook account, but my son gets on alright with the mighty Quest 1 bolted to his face. So do I recommend the Fit Pack? Well, if you feel you want to block out light, and you want to protect from glasses, and you need a different facial interface, then sure, it's not that bad a deal if you need all those 3 things. But if you only need to do one of those things, then definitely get a cheaper third-party option. I haven't seen any third-party light blockers yet, but I'm sure they'll be along soon. But if you have a wide face, then again, I'd probably still wait for a third-party option too. £40 is very expensive if you only want the interface. You could probably get a really nice PU leather one for half the price, and that would also be suitable for exercise. So that's it for the review. The next video is going to be the Teacher Scarefest, so if you're not subbed and want to feel like you're getting revenge on those people that are generally trying to help you get a better life, then hit the subscribe button as well as the bell. If you found this video helpful, don't forget that thumbs up button. I've been Al, thanks for watching the VR Cauldron, take care of yourselves, and I hope to see you next time. See ya!
Oh, don't be a little girl ghost.
Oh my Close your eyes. When I'm upside down, I can't see heaven. Am I under your protection spell? Just